This is a recording of the MSI Optix Mag321 Curv curve. It's a curved 31.5 inch monitor. It's as you can see, it's curved. I've heard some reviews saying it has kind of like a grayish a grayish tinge to it, or like a washed out colors. At first I agreed with them, but I adjusted some things in the OSD and that pretty much went away. It has one display port. Let's see. It has one display port, two USBs. It's got a USB input for the OSD software that you can run on Windows. It's got a USB-C port, two HDMI ports 2.0, and an audio jack. So it's a 60 Hertz monitor, but what I've noticed just by using it is that it looks really good. I haven't noticed that much blurring. On the monitor. Some people are saying the HDR doesn't look good and it's just not worth talking about. I have used the HDR and I would agree that it's not very bright. I think it's like 300 nits, I think it's called. So one thing I noticed what you could do though is if you go in the OSD, download the OSD software. This is the ideal settings I have it. I have it user 100% brightness, 59 contrast, night vision off, response time fast, image enhancement off. So that's what I noticed is the best for normal day-to-day use. If you want the colors to really brighten up, there's a setting on here called racing, and it really brightens up the colors a lot, as you can see. So as you can see, that's pretty bright. And this is what I usually have it at, which is it looks good too. It's just, if you really want to see some bright colors, just click on racing. Overall, I really like the monitor. It looks good in games. I have a RTX 2060 video card and a 3900X processor, so I can play some games at 4K. It also has a little LED strip on the back, an RGB strobing strip. It's got this little tab here that you can click on. It's a little joystick, and if you don't want to use the software that you can use, if you download it and plug in the USB import cable to the monitor with, you can also do it this way. Just click on the little menu here, and it has a little joystick, and you can select different things here. I'm not going to go through all the software or all the OSD selections. One thing I would note that this monitor, as though it's advertised on Amazon as having FreeSync, I'm pretty much 100% sure it does not have FreeSync. But I have played all the games that, well, a lot of games on this so far at 4K, and I just use VSync or Adaptive Sync, which it does support, and I don't get any, at least on VSync, I don't get any major stuttering or screen tearing. So for me, it's a really good monitor. I really like it. The gray hazy effect is gone. One thing I would note that if you have a GeForce GPU, just go here into your NVIDIA control panel, and under adjust display desktop color settings, where it says digital vibrance, put that up to 53, and it will make the image look so much better. It won't have the gray hazy effect that some people were complaining about. The 4K is excellent. It's got a really sharp image. I didn't have any dead pixels in mine, and I also note that some people were having, like, they would have, like, in black screens, they would have like light glowing here and light glowing here and here and here maybe. I didn't have any of that. When there's a black screen, it's just completely black. It doesn't, I'm not getting any like any kind of like LED bleed or anything like that from the background light. So it's like I said, it's a really good monitor. I really like it a lot. I've been enjoying it for the past few days. I hope you liked this review. Also, it has, let me see here. It has, this is the stand it comes on. It comes on like a tripod stand. It goes up and down. You can adjust it up and down. You just push up on it. It goes about this high. So it goes pretty high up. And it goes pretty low down. So, and the curved effect is really cool. It really brings you into the picture. Anyways, I really like it. I think it's worth getting. I got mine for $388. When this thing first came out, it was like $600 and something. The next thing up for a 4K display that I recall seeing was, it was a 120 hertz monitor 4K, but it was like $1,500. So this compared to 120 hertz, the 60 hertz still looks good. You're not getting 120 hertz, but what computer can push 4K 120 hertz anyways? So the 60 hertz looks good. It doesn't have FreeSync though, which is not a big deal in my opinion. All the games look really good. There is not that much ghosting. There's a little bit of ghosting. Not that much at all. It's got a 4 millisecond response time. What else? You can see the product sheet on MSI's website if you want to take a look at it, but overall, I like it. It also I have it hooked up to my Xbox One. So I have it hooked up to my PC and I have it hooked up to my Xbox One. So, you know, just to switch the Xbox One, you just push this little button here. Go to input source, and there's the Xbox One. It's that simple, super fast. This does have HDR. Again, sometimes the colors don't look. I think the colors look a little bit more broad, but they look a little bit less vibrant in certain games. In some games, they look really like Tomb Raider. Shadow of the Tomb Raider. It looks better with HDR. Forza Horizon 4 doesn't look as good with HDR. So you can just turn that off and on, you know, in display settings. With right here, just to prove it does have HDR though, you can turn that on, and it says HDR on, but right now I'm leaving it off because I don't need it. Anyways, that's the review of the Msi Optix Mag321 Curv. It's a very good monitor. I'm gonna show you from the back how the screen looks. So it looks pretty good. Those are 1080p monitors, 21.5 inch 1080p monitors to the left and the right of it. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed the review. Pick one up if you'd like. They're good monitors. I don't think you'll be disappointed for the price. And especially if you have a machine that can push 60 frames per second at 4K, I think you'll like it. Alright, thanks. Have a great day. Take care. Bye. I'm recording at 1080p, but this is the 4K screen, just to show you, you know, how much it blurs and everything like that when you move around. This is at 4K, so you can see any kind of ghosting or anything like that you might notice. I don't know if what I'm looking at on my screen, it looks really smooth. I don't know if my camera is causing any ghosting, but on my screen everything looks really nice. It's not 144 hertz, but it looks really good to me. This is Battlefront, Star Wars Battlefront, in 4K. So, you know, do you really need 144 hertz to enjoy a game? I personally don't think so, because this looks really good, and it's smooth. There's a little bit input lag. I don't see much of an input lag. Maybe super slight, but just moving around, Looks great. Okay, I just want to show you one game where you can see how. See, you don't see any ghosting or anything like that on the rifle or anything like that. So it's really nice. It's a great monitor. I just want to add that at the end so you can see for yourself. I'm recording in 1080p, but the screen's at 4K right now. Anyways, have a great one. Bye.